a girl, what a world, what a light. Oh, I married Joan. What a mind, love is blind, what a wife.
Joan Davis with Jim Backus in
I married Joan.
Hey, fellas, this sounds like a good place. Thunder Lake, sportsman's paradise, hunting, fishing, hiking.
Say, what about Lake Tonawangama?
That's the place, Lake Tonawangama. I've been trying to think of that all day. All right with you, fellas?
Well, how do we get there?
Well, now, wait a minute. The county engineers gave me a large-scale map of the area. He left it on the desk here. Where that's... Here it is. Say, fellas, will you give me a little help with this?
Sure.
Brilliant. We do things right.
Where did you get a map this time?
Well, a little influence, you know.
You're not kidding.
No, this is really large scale. Every tree, every rock, every little stream, we're all set. Now, Lake Tonawangama should be over there someplace, but you can't go direct because the mountain range is right around here, and you have to go... Where do we start now?
Oh, well, that's Route 76, isn't it, Brad?
You know, over that's 4 lanes. That's easy. Go right along. There's no problems. You know, Now, let's see. I've been through here. Dangerous intersection. Stop. Anything coming?
No.
Let's go now. Gets a little tough. Oh, yeah, I remember there.
Yeah.
Now, hold on. It's a sharp right. Sharp right. Okay, now here we go. Let's see. Here we are. Hey, detour. Detour. Go around. Come back on the highway, now. Now, right about here, we leave the car, and we have to go up the mountains by pack horse. Now it gets real. These are just little trails, you know. We're off the main road. We'll get to Morgan Bluff by nightfall, and we camp here. Miss Bromley, we were just planning a camping trip, that was all.
Yeah, but where's Lake Tonawangama?
Miss Bromley, would you mind raising your right foot, please? There it is, right there. That's
Stevens, may I put my foot down now?
Oh, yes, of course, Miss Bromley.
You're due in court in 10 minutes, Judge.
Oh, well, thank you, Miss Bromley. 10 minutes. Say, fellas, will you put the map away? I have to get off.
Sure, Brad. We'll take
Put
care
the
of
robe on and doing...
Yeah.
10 minutes. Say, Tom, you know I got to hand it to you. This camping trip is a great idea. What decided you on it?
Well, it was really my wife that decided.
Now, wait a minute. No wives on a camping trip.
That's what decided me. How about you, Brad? Does Joan mind?
Oh, no. She's a great girl. She knows a camping trip is no place for a woman.
And there he is. What a beauty. What do you know? An 8-pound speckled cushion. Be simply delicious when we scrape the buttons off and fry them in butter. Why, they're biting today, aren't they? Well, I got Big Bill. I think I'll go after Big Bertha. Nice cake, Joni. Well, that should run about 7 and 8. Hello, honey.
What's going on here? You know that is my favorite rod. Now, where's the cover for it?
It's over there.
Well, what were you doing?
Well, I was just practicing.
Practicing for what?
Our camping trip.
Oh, well, that's right. Our camping trip?
Yes, and don't yell at me or I might change my mind and not want to go.
Well, who ever said anything about you going in the first place?
What?
But don't excuse me. I'm going to the storm cellar.
Well, this is absolutely ridiculous.
Bradley Jerome Stevens, do you mean that you were planning on going on the camping trip without me?
I am going with Tom and Pete. It's just for us men.
But when you married me, you said you'd never go any place without me.
Look, Joni, there are certain places that men and women just don't go together. Now, when I go to a Turkish bath, do you go with me? Well, a camping trip is exactly the same thing.
Do you mean they got one woods for men and one woods for women?
Joni, you know that's not what I meant.
Well, all I know is that I'm going with you.
You are not.
Yes, I am.
Now, look, honey, look, we're getting excited. Now, just let's sit down. We'll calm down. We'll sit down. We'll talk the whole thing over. There we are now. Now, look, honey.
But Bradley,
Now, yeah, I know. Now, look, honey. You see, if I were going on a camping trip alone, I'd take you with me. You understand that, don't you? No, but I'm not, you see? And the country around Lake Panamungamuck is very rough and very dangerous. And I wouldn't want anything to happen to my little baby, would I?
Goo.
And you see, Tom and Pete would never forgive me for bringing along an inexperienced woman.
Inexperienced.
Hello? Oh, hi, Tom. It is? Well, we won't let a little snow on the ground bother us, will we? Say, look, why don't you and Pete come over to the house tonight and we'll go over the whole trip? What, will you, Jenny?
Oh, jolly.
Yeah, well, we've got to make sure that we're taking everything. We have to make sure that we have absolutely everything we need. I think we better check the supplies. Yes, that's very important. If we get up there and find we don't have something, we should. No, that's very important to check. We'll do it when you come over. Check everything. Now, look, fellas, we'll camp at the south end of the lake the first night. We'll leave the horses there, and we'll go by canoe to Monk's Point, where we camp the second night.
Say, maybe we can get some fishing in before sundown. Boy, nothing tastes better than fish you've just caught.
Oh, fellas, we'll be living. No, we can stay there.
There you are, boys. Oh, what a day I have had camping. I'm being in the outdoors camping. That's what I like. You never will believe what happened to me today when I was camping. I'm telling you, it's nothing like camping. You wouldn't believe what happened to me. Why, you wouldn't believe it. Well, isn't anybody going to ask me what happened to me when I was camping today? Go on, Tom, ask me. What happened when I was camping today?
Okay, Joan. What happened while you was camping today?
Well, it's funny that you should ask me that, Tom. You see, it all happened right here. I was having lunch, so I decided to open up a can of salmon. Well, that reminded me of the thrill of fish jumping. So I said to myself, what am I doing eating canned salmon? I might as well go out and bag myself a few. Well, the call of the wild hit me. I traveled upstream, and there I found the most beautiful trout stream in the whole world. I'm telling you, they were that big. One little minnow I had, they're all fighting for it. So many came, I finally had to take my gun. I had to shoot at them. Get off of there, get off. And I'm telling you, they were fighting. Oh, these cheap guns. I'm telling you, I was having plenty of trouble when the sailfish came.
Joan.
And I knew I had to have a little...
Joanne.
Yes, sir?
What are you trying to pull off? I know that you've never been camping in your life.
Oh, I haven't told you everything. Well, I've been camping, man and boy, since I was a girl.
Oh, Joan.
Did I ever tell you fellas about the big blizzard in 1934 in Saskatchewan? Well, sir, it was nigh on to 40 degrees below zero. It had snowed for 5 days. The drifts were piled 12 feet high. The wind was like ice. It seemed as if nothing could live through it.
How did you manage to live through it?
She was living in Miami at the time.
Well, it was pretty rough in Miami in 1934. You remember, dear? Pretty cool.
Look, honey, I don't know who you're trying to impress, but we know that you know nothing at all about camping.
Why, dear, I know everything about camping. Go ahead, ask me anything at all. I know it.
All right, how about a question about big game?
Big game?
Yes. Now, suppose you were shooting a buck and all...
Shooting a buck. You call that big game? I've lost more than that in our girls' bridge club, and we don't play for very high stakes. Shoot a buck. Big game. Big deal.
Look, Joni, a buck is a male deer.
Oh, well, I knew that. You great, big, beautiful buck, you. Go on, ask me anything else.
Okay, Joan, I'll ask you a question.
Now, there's a fellow who steps right up. I like your style, sir. What is the question?
Now, suppose you were lost in the woods. What side of the tree does the moss grow on?
Yeah, what side of the tree does the moss grow on?
What side of the tree? South side?
No.
West side?
No.
East side?
No.
Okay, I give up.
The north side.
If I had just kept going. But I know everything else about the woods, fellas. You'd never be able to lose me in the woods.
We could try.
Look, Joan, you're not going. This trip is for men only, and that is final.
I am going.
No, honey, even if we're willing to take you, you couldn't go because we're making most of the trip by horseback. You don't know how to ride, and you've never been on a horse in your life, have you?
Tally ho.
You ready, ma'am?
Well, I never realized they were so big.
No, ma'am, there ain't nothing to be scared about. As you can see, we spent quite a bit of time here figuring out a system for you to get used to the feel of riding a horse. And at the same time, eliminating any chance of you falling off it.
Well, now if you could just figure out a system how to eliminate the horse.
No, ma'am, that is nothing to be worried about.
Well, Tally. Oh! Something went wrong. Okay, all righty. I'm in the saddle now. Right? Hey, this isn't bad. Nice, horsey. Whoa, horsey. Whoa, horsey. Nice, horsey. Behave yourself, horsey. This horse bears watching. Hurry up, horsey. Let's sit down and talk it over, horsey. Be sensible, horsey. Slow down, horsey. Behave yourself, horsey. Slow down, horsey. Slow down, horsey. Let's not lose our heads, horsey. Stop this nag. Stop this nag. He's drunk with power. Nice, Dobbin. Sweet Dobbin. Can we get together, Dobbin? Let's get together, Dobbin. Wait for me, horsey. I'm right behind you. Tally ho. Tally ho, 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 ho. Tally ho, 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 ho. Let's sit down and talk it over, horsey. Whoa, horsey.
Fine thing. I get home for lunch once a week. She isn't here. Now, where did she go?
She didn't say.
Oh, Johnny. You look terrible. What happened? Oh, here, baby, sit down.
Thanks. Are you kidding? Brad, I've got the most wonderful news. I learned how to ride a horse. Now I can go on the camping trip with you.
Huh? But, honey.
Now, Brad, you promised me. You said that if I learned how to ride a horse, I...
Look, honey, I never said I'd take you if you learned to ride. There's much more to it than riding.
After what I just went through, Brad... Well, back to the storm cellar. Oh, no, Aunt Vera. Now, you stay here. You were a witness. You heard him say it.
She wasn't even there.
What's that got to do with it?
Look, honey, you have to know how to rough it. It's man against the wilderness. We'll have to live in the woods.
But I like living in the woods.
It's rough.
I'm rough.
It's tough.
I'm tough.
It's dirty.
Well,
Camping is not for women.
But, Brad...
Honey, I have to go back to the courthouse. Goodbye, dear.
Oh, Joan, why don't you just give the whole thing up?
I guess you're right, Aunt Farrah.
I'll get it, dear.
Joan, there's a man here with a load of camping equipment. Where do you want him to put it?
Oh, tell him to put it in the garage. No. Tell him to bring it all in here.
Joan, are you crazy?
Yeah, like a fox. I think I've got a plan that'll make Brad take me on that camping trip after all. Hot dog.
Joni, I'm home. Where are you?
I'm in the bedroom, dear.
Joni, we have planned this camping trip down to the last detail. Now, a man can stand on his own 2 feet, secure in the knowledge that he can provide food and shelter wherever he may be. Hello, dear. No, we're going to live like they did in the days of old. Yes, sir. None of those phony comforts of civilization. Joni, where are the springs and mattresses?
They're in the garage.
In the garage?
Yes, and the garage is locked. And it's going to stay locked.
Look, Joni, I don't know what you're up to, and I don't care. I know that you're angry about not going on the camping trip, but I have to get up at 5:45 to meet Tom and Pete. You can play all the tricks that you want to, but I am going out on the couch and get some sleep. Joni, I give up. What are you trying to prove?
Well, I'm trying to prove that a woman can be a good camper, too.
Yes, but where am I going to sleep?
Right here. We are camping here tonight.
We're camping in the living room?
Yes, conveniently located right near the bus line, close to everything. Now, there's nothing like a nice, warm, comfortable sleeping bag. We're camping on the old campgrounds tonight.
You know, Joni, I think this is a wonderful idea.
Do you?
Yes, but if we're going to do it, let's do it right. If we're going to pretend we're sleeping outdoors, let's let the outdoors in.
Awfully cold, Brad.
Oh, I'm going to make it even colder. I'm turning off the heat.
Well, I think I'll get in my sleeping
Oh,
bag.
I'll be right back.
Camping on the old campgrounds tonight. That's where I long to be. We're camping under the beautiful trees. I love camping.
You know, Joni, this is really a wonderful idea, and I've got something here to make it even better.
What's that, dear?
Well, you really want to feel that you're sleeping in the woods, don't you?
Oh, yes.
Yeah, that you're really sleeping under the trees, don't you?
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Oh, Brad. Oh, for heaven's. Hey, Brad, the zipper's stuck. Get me out of here.
oh, no, honey. No, dear. Dear, it works from the inside. You'll have to solve it yourself. You see, self-reliance is one of the first rules of the woods. Understand? And I've got something here to make it even more authentic.
What?
Ants and spiders. All right, but this isn't very fair. After all, in the woods, you know, self-reliance is the first rule. All right, well, here we are. You're not being very self-reliant. Honey, you change your mind about camping?
No, I love it. Nothing like a few ants to keep you on your toes.
Where are you going?
To the kitchen to get a drink of water.
A kitchen in the woods?
I'm thirsty.
Well, the first rule is to pitch your camp beside a cool, fresh mountain stream. Ah, there we are.
Well, there's a fish in that water.
Well, what do you think is in the water of a mountain stream?
But it's not healthy.
That fish looks perfectly healthy to me. Go on, dear, drink it.
I'm not thirsty. I think I'll get some sleep, dear.
Well, no, honey, it was just a moose call. You see, the woods are full of strange noises.
Well, no more moose calls, honey. I don't like mooses at all.
Oh, yes, honey. Well, I guess we'd better pitch our tent.
Pitch your tent? What for?
Well, it might rain.
Oh, Brad, it's not going to rain inside the house.
I know, but we're out in the woods and it can rain any time.
Oh, don't be silly. Go to sleep, will you, dear?
Yes. Good night, dear. Sleep tight under Mother Nature's blanket of stars.
What did you do that for?
Well, honey, I told you it might rain.
Oh, we better get the tent up.
Honey, I'm sorry. It's still raining.
Well, let's get the tent up.
Well, all right. All right, dear. Let an expert. Here, just put this. There we go. Hey, what's going on here?
It's raining on you, too, you know, dear.
Yes, honey. Well, I guess in that case, we had better get the tent up. Here, dear, will you hold that rope? And here, we'll go. I'll take this one. Have the tent up in a jiffy. It's cold.
You think it'll clear up?
Well, there we are. Shows you what you can do when you put your mind to it. Well, dear, ladies first, even in the woods.
Oh. Hey, this is wonderful. I didn't think it'd stay up, but it's just fine.
Come on, dear. Wake up. It's a crisp, cool morning. 6:45. Wake up, you little sleepyhead. Good morning, dear. No, you proved yourself to be a true daughter of the woods. And I've changed my mind, and I'm going to take you with us on our camping trip. First, we hike to Morgan's Bluff. Then we portage our equipment to Monk's Point. And then we spend a good week's trip in the great outdoors.
Sorry, I've got a camping trip of my own planned.
A camping trip of your own?
Yes. First I hike to the garage, then I portage my mattress to my bedroom for a good week's sleep in the great indoors. Have fun.
I married Joan. What a girl, what a world, what a life. Oh, I married Joan.
Seen in tonight's cast were Alan Ray, Tom Daly, Margie List, Wayne Taylor, Elvia Allman, and Mark Smith.
Keep my heart laughing, never know where the rain is going.